Hey y'all, how are you? I am back and settled in, and I gotta make some bread. I'm gonna try this new recipe. It's called Grandma's Perfect Homemade Bread. Calls for 2.5 cups of warm water, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 1/4 teaspoons of salt, 1 tablespoon of yeast, which is a packet. They didn't tell me which kind of yeast to use, so I grabbed the active dry. Hopefully it's the right one. 5 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of oil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to proof this yeast. So it says in the mixer, combine the water, warm water. I got 2.5 cups of warm water. The sugar, right here, 1/4 cup of sugar. Salt right here, a little thing of salt, and yeast, and let it sit for 5 minutes till it bubbles. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. Mix it up. So I guess that'll do that. Put all my little things in here that I need to wash. I think the olive oil is used just to put in the pans, which I haven't gotten out yet because I gotta proof this, which once I roll it, I'll probably just put it right back in this bowl. That way I'm not dirty in a shit ton. And let me also get this on here the right way, now that I figured it out. Nope, that's not quite right. That's not right. You got to get it just in the right spot, and that's not it. Hold on, guys. Let me look at this shit. Let's try this. Is that going to be out of the way? It is. Okay. Fits on there really weird. So I'm gonna try and get this done. I got the pool going, putting water in the fish pond, putting water in the turtle pond, and I already got the steaks out thawing for dinner. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm just I was telling hubby I got this pain. It's under my arm, going down my side up my shoulder. I need to keep an eye on it because I've got those narrowed arteries. I'm waiting to hear back from the heart doctor to see if they take my insurance, number one, and if they'll can get me an appointment in soon, hopefully, so we can find out what we need to do to fix this. Alright, let's see. I guess I should be timing this. 12:35. Okay, so we'll give it the 12:40. It's starting to do something in here. It's getting bubbly. So I'll be back, guys, once this is done proofing and I start putting the flour in. So I'll see you in a few. Thanks. Okay, y'all, I'm back. It's been 6 minutes, actually, and it looks like this is ready to rock and roll. So it says put it in 1 cup at a time. Well, I know I got my little thread. What did I do with it? It's hard telling. Here it is. I laid it over here. But I got my 1/3 of a cup thing up. So, got the bread hook on. I guess I need to put this down in here. And that bowl is not fitting right yet. Alright, let's take it off and do this crap again. Every now and then I can get this on here right, but let's try this one. See, that one's just not gonna... It's not going to do it. And I know I had it on here, right? Let's try there. There we go. That was too easy. Alright, so it says add this 1 cup at a time. So I guess we'll turn it on. And Well, start adding. You know, I have one of those lids I can put on here that would take care of this problem because I'm getting it everywhere. That's okay. I should have put that lid on. I should know better. I'm just going to slow that down a little bit. I don't want it to beat it too fast, you know. Maybe I can try it this way, duh. The directions for this bread wasn't real specific, but I thought I'd give it a try anyhow. That's pretty close. Now I need to get a rag and wipe up the little bit of powder that I dumped. Okay. I need to scrape them sides down a little bit. Let's try this. Supposed to make 2 loaves, but I'm going to make 1 loaf and then some hamburger rolls. See how well that works for me. Supposed to let this go till it forms a soft dough, so there's a lot of flour along the edge for some reason. I don't know. It's the bowl that came with it, so everything should reach. But don't get me wrong, I still love this mixer. It does everything I want it to do. Okay, we're starting to get dough now. Knock this off this little thing here. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. Doesn't say how long to do this. I don't want it to get real tough though, but it needs some more kneading. I'm almost thinking it could use a little more flour. It looks a little... But, you know what? I'm going to pull this hook out for a minute and get this flour off these these edges real good so it can incorporate in. I'm just thinking that it could probably use a little more flour, but we'll let it go for a few minutes here and see what it does. Let me rinse my hands, guys. I turned these lights off over the sink. I'm hoping it won't cast too much of a glare, you know, because it gets pretty good glare off those lights. I don't know. Let's see. Says when it becomes soft, dough forms and becomes soft. It's not forming, so I'm probably going to put some more flour in here. A little bit. I always tweak the recipes anyhow. Just sometimes it just seems like you have to. So let's add another ½ cup, and that should do it. We'll see anyhow, you know, with the end result, if I need to tweak this. There we go. Now it's looking a little better. Where's my little scoopy doo? Hopefully I used the right yeast. That was kind of a guessing game. Yeah, I think the little extra flour was a good idea. Because before, if I had poured it out to roll it or to knead it, it wouldn't have worked. It would have just ran everywhere. I need to get it bigger then to push this flour down. Keep looking at it to make sure I put all the right shit in it, you know? Now we're getting some semblance of a dough. I don't know, we'll see. This is going to be a test, you know. It's really, I'm thinking that's a typo. It's got to be a typo for the amount of flour. It's coming together, but not like it should. So I'm going to whip a little bit more in there. It might be 6 cups, you know, of flour that it needs, because 5 cups I'm not liking. And I work with enough dough from time to time that I'm going to trust my gut on this one. I might be screwing up, but if anybody thinks I'm screwing up, by all means, let me know. We'll see in the end result. And if, you know, in the end result it comes out good, I'm just going to modify this to 6 cups of flour. thinking 6 cups is what. There we go. Now it's starting to form a dough. See on my spatula thingy now? It's starting to look like dough, so. That I could probably work with. I guess I need to get a. Well, no, I was going to use a bowl. I'm not going to use that one though because it's got gooey stuff in it. So I'll just get a big old bowl. And my white towels. That's alright, I can use this one. It'll do it good anyhow, you know. Just doesn't give you a lot of specific instructions, you know. Okay. I think we'll go with this. I don't know though, it still looks but that's okay. We'll take it over here and I'm gonna roll it out in some flour. Let me put this down here. Y'all can watch me make this mess I'm fixing to make. Let me get this dough off of here, get it off the hook. Yeah, this is more of a movable dough now. So we'll see. We will see what we will see. I need some dough, some flour on my hands. I know that. Okay, I'm going to turn it out here. It's sticky, so we'll see. It's real sticky. See that? It just, it's not a nice thick dough, but let me turn this over headlights on so y'all can see this mess I'm going to make. But you never know, you know, until you try it, what's going to happen. There's a lot of it sticking in this bowl. Okay, that's good enough. Alright, let's see. This is, look at this. This is really, really loose. And that's after 6 cups. Yeah, I can't even get it off this board. Let me get some more flour over here, guys. Yeah, I don't know if I like this recipe or not. We'll find out in results if I do or not. If I can get it to roll here and mold, would be okay. Thank goodness for a silicone mat, you know. I don't know. It's still pretty gooey. So I'm just going to add more flour. That's all I can do at this point. It's starting to come together a little bit, but I don't know. Look at my hand. Yeah, it's stuck to my hand pretty good. But it's coming. It's just, I don't think that amount of dough was right, especially for, you know, 2 and something cups of water. And but we'll find out if I messed it up or not. It's starting to come together a little better as a dough, but it's still sticking in the mat. But sticking less. Now if I can get it off my fingers, it would be good. And I didn't take my rings off. I always take my rings off. And I didn't. So there goes my rings. That's okay. Let's get this dough rolled up the way it should be. keeps sticking to the mat, and the mat keeps moving. Okay, let's see. Well, at least it's not sticking so bad. It's still sticking though, guys. Get another handful of flour here. Can't be worried about not making a big mess the way this is coming out. But now it's getting, as you see, adding a little more flour. It's starting to do what it's supposed to do. I'll know when I see how it rises what it's gonna do, and I don't want to overwork it now, but it was really sticky. Okay, let's get it into a ball. Then I'm gonna wash my hands. And yeah, it's still sticky. I mean, more sticky than it should be. But it's okay. We're working on it. Okay, there's the ball. I'm going to wash my hands here real quick. And get the olive oil in the bowl. Good Lord, that's like glue. Certainly doesn't want to come off my hands very easy either. But it's getting there. I had a lot stuck to my hands. I'm just thinking that recipe, I'm going to have to look and see if there's any comments on that recipe. Because there is no way I was going to let that gooey mess rise. I want to use that towel. I'm going to cover it with that one. So yeah, let's dry off the hands good. We'll put oil in the bowl. I got the oil sitting aside here. Olive oil. So let's coat the bowl. And then I'll pour the rest on top of the bread. Oh, what the heck. Stick my hands in here. They're clean. Okay, so there's the olive oil. And here's the bread. In the bowl it goes. And it's got to, that's a lot of olive oil. Okay. It's got to rise. So, okay, it's covered with olive oil. Alright, let me rinse my hands off, guys. I'm going to cover it up. I'm going to set it on the stove top. And I'm going to put my oven, off of there, my oven lights on because they create heat, which I don't like, but hubby's looked into it. He was able to change some lights, but not the oven lights. They are what they are. So, okay. Bowl on the stove, turn on the oven lights. And we'll see what happens. All right, it proofs, let's see, let me get the recipe. You don't need to be looking at that mess. Okay, it proofs in this stage 4. It told me to knead it until it was smooth and elastic. Yeah, I had to add more flour. and forms into a bone. About an hour, it says an hour and a half. Let it double, and then I punch it down, get all the air out, divide it in 2 portions, put it in the pans, and then it gets its second rise. So that's what I'll do. So it's going to be a little bit, guys. I'm going to clean up my mess, and I'll be back to show you what it looks like when it rises. Fingers crossed, guys. All right, thanks for hanging in there, guys. I'll be back. Hey, y'all, I'm back. I took the bread items out of the oven, and let them cool. Then I sliced into the bread and let hubby taste it. I'll show you what it looks like. There's the hamburger rolls. This one I didn't let rise a lot because I want to use that one. I'm going to cut that one up and use it for croutons. And here's the bread. Hubby loves it. To me, it's heavy, but I don't eat a lot of bread. I don't eat a lot of sandwiches. I taste it. It tastes really good. It's supposed to have that yeasty flavor to it. So, I'm chewing it now. So, I'm going to say that adding the extra flour was necessary. It's got a nice crisp on the crust. I think maybe I should have let it rise the second time a little longer. But lesson learned. But it's pretty good. Actually. It's real good. So, yeah. So, Grandma's bread recipe. Or whatever it said. Let me look. Yeah, it says Grandma's perfect homemade bread. I'm not going to say it's perfect, but I'm going to say it's pretty good. And I'm just happy that I added the extra flour to it. It's really not bad. All right, y'all, I'm going to get off here and make hubby's dinner here in a few minutes. He's getting garlic steak bites and baked potato and tomato, cucumbers, and onions and vinegar and oil and spices. So, yeah, and then I'm going to go sit down. I can't catch up, you know. So, anyhow, that's where we're at. And I'll be back, guys. Thanks for stopping.